For you.
Sure.
What does Karma Coin have to do with communities?
Wait, first of all, before we dive in, I just want to
Okay.
acknowledge the fact that the first time we went live, Oria said, no one is going to even believe us until we do 7 videos. Once we reach 7, then people will know we're serious and they'll stick around.
So now we're going to get to the meat of things.
So now it's the real.
This is like our first video because we have passed the test of 7.
We've been warming up until now.
Which makes sense. So what does Karma Coin have to do with communities?
That's a good question.
I mean, we're a cryptocurrency.
Right.
We have an app.
Right.
We have a blockchain. It's live and running, the coin right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bunch of users. Okay.
Yeah, it's growing.
It's growing. We are producing our own blocks and we are earning our own rewards, which is a topic for another video next week. And now we are focusing on partnering with communities. So maybe just from your...
Well, I think even before we dive into that question, we should first acknowledge the word community, right? Because it's such a buzzword in today's day and age. Everyone is talking about community, to the point even where many people are like, whatever, a community, like,
yeah, it's like a...
what does that even mean?
It's almost like a dirty word because community is usually the source of contention and pain and hurt. And in Israel specifically, it's also like, it's almost like a sect. It's like you're part of this religious sect, you're part of these people, it's identification which can lead to exclusion.
Right.
My definition of community is just the original intention behind community, which is people sharing resources, people sharing truths, people sharing values,
taking care of one another.
The human beings, the whole human race is a community.
Right. Actually, what interests me about this topic in today's modern day and age, where we're all so individual and separate and taking full responsibility, to meet our own needs and feed our own mouths and all of this stuff. But we used to survive in tribes.
Okay.
We are, like, in our nature, we are actually interdependent beings.
That's true.
And we that's how we used to be, at least. But
Right.
we've kind of evolved to be so individualistic, yet so many of us are struggling with loneliness and depression and mental health issues, and it kind of is bringing us to this question of, like, where have we gone wrong, or what is missing? And I think our society today is not really built in such a way that is, let's say, organic for our nature, just to be in tribe and community. We don't even know how to relate to each other so much as a community anymore.
Yeah, it's true. We stay away from the whole notion of community unless you're lucky to have been born into a friendly community.
Friend groups, businesses, I would say companies very much are serving the role of the tribe these days. And people who are entrepreneurs are often going to find their communities at co-working spaces and stuff like that. We really need this.
And Discords all over the world.
Discord.
The
You guys,
bane.
you checked out Discord yet?
Oh my God.
All of the Web3 communities are there.
So our partner Aviv, who is not coding in the bunker.
He hates when we say that. He's gonna kill us.
He's fine. He's actually not coding in the bunker.
That's funny.
I think it was his vision to make Karma Coin a tool for communities. I wish he was here to talk about it, but I remember that he literally envisioned a tool that would foster connection inside a given community. And when he came to me with this back in November, I actually didn't see the relationship between a cryptocurrency, an app, and a community. But 4 months later, I totally see how it works. And obviously he's already developed a product, not in the bunker and not right now. And it works. So now that we've gone live, we just did a demo, right, as a community, because we're preparing for a meeting with another community. Did I say community enough times? And somehow we've made Karma Coin ready for any organization, community, or whatnot, anyone with a shared beliefs and, I don't want to say community again, to be able to take our app and customize it, not just the
Right.
looks, not just the branding, but also the values within the app.
So that brings us back to this question, right? Like, what really is a community in today's modern day and age? It gets thrown around a lot, and I think it's kind of lost. It's a buzzword that's kind of lost meaning in a way.
You're right.
And so we ourselves are having to ask, well, really, what makes a community? And I think what is driving us in our quest is actually to find groups of people that are united by a common value system, right? They could have a shared vision
Yeah.
or mission for the world, something they're working towards together, just like a company would.
Right.
But people have different roles within a company, but still they all try to unite around a similar value system that they believe in, and that's what unites them and drives them into the world. So,
Very true.
mm,
So,
so
Karma
how-
Coin is like a glue. It's a, that's what we foresee it as being a glue that it fosters connection. It's a tool that encourages people to acknowledge one another, appreciate one another within the context of the community values and with the sole purpose of increasing the connection. Because we know for a fact that if community members, whether they're on Discord all over the world or a community that meets in person, if they take more action to acknowledge one another, to appreciate one another, and if they happen to do it via cryptocurrency that has value in the real world, we have a win-win situation here. And that's where I get the genius of taking a crypto app and making it a tool for communities. As crazy as it sounds to me every morning, by the end of the day,
you're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm totally sold.
Let's do it.
Because not only it helps the community, these people can take it and use it in the real world, especially once Karma Coin is listed in an exchange sometimes next year. So I'm a big fan. I reached out like to 40, 50 people today on LinkedIn that would possibly become, well, we only need 3 to 5 community partners right now that we would just
Right.
work with
so that's
you.
the thing. We are looking for our community partners that want to launch with us and grow with us together, that have a strong value system and that can see that Karma Coin would actually benefit their mission by supporting people to feel connected, acknowledged, appreciated, sense of belonging.
Yeah.
These are the things that appreciation fosters within community. And I mean, you and I have both been in communities.
Right.
We've both also been managers of communities.
Yeah.
And we've firsthand seen the struggle of what it means, it's like as a community that you want to grow.
Yes.
And then how do you also keep that closeness and that sense
Connection.
of connection?
Right. I mean,
so
that's why religion is the oldest community in the world, because it has consistent rituals and habits of getting together. And, you know, even though they're thousands of years old, these rituals, it works. So we are creating new rituals.
it works, meaning people feel like they belong.
Right, because
But
there's
something
consistency.
that's so big and actually like
There's consistency.
Right.
Friday night dinners, Saturday mornings,
all right, I
Sunday
like it.
brunches. So, not to sound too crazy, we want Karma Coin to be like a ritual of sort, because you're taking action.
very simple, easy, friendly ritual.
Yeah, and like it's like tithing for the real world.
To remind each other also what are the values and how we appreciate each other and show gratitude for the people in our lives.
So if you're a community manager that's watching it, because why not?
We want you.
We do. We really want you. We're gonna. It's not gonna cost you anything right now. I mean, meaning I say right now because for the first 5 community partners that we are working with, we're gonna invest all the funds and resources to take the app, to customize it to you, to change the values, to learn with you and from you.
And really see your success through, because when you win, we win, and that's like the whole idea behind partnership, right?
And community.
And community.
So that should be enough for today.
I
yeah?
think that's good.
All right.
That was our weekly webinar, by the way. We're going to dive in a little deeper to our topics every Wednesday, so stay tuned. Check out our Twitter to tune in for next Wednesday's webinar.
Yeah. Once again, I'm Aurea. This is Rach.
Rach, Karma Diva.
Karma Dude.